Dear Luke, holy moly, I can't believe this day is actually here. It seems like just yesterday we were at the beach starting this new journey. I'm so glad I decided to go to that party 6 years ago when we told each other how we felt. On March 23rd, 2013, I knew I loved you. I knew I wanted to marry you, because seeing you go through that terrible time made me realize that I never wanted you to need someone like that except me ever again.
Dear Kristen, today is the day. I remember the day that I laid eyes on you, the day that you became part of my life, the day we had our first kiss. We have so many memories, and there are many more to come. Today, the 7th day of October 2017, is the day that my best friend becomes my wife, and I couldn't be happier. I'm looking forward to spending the rest of our lives together. I love you with all my heart. Love, Luke.
We've been through so much together, and we've always come out a stronger couple. I know that with you by my side, I can conquer anything that life throws my way. There is no one else on this earth that I would rather love, cry, laugh, or fight with. I can't wait to see you today, and I can't wait to be able to call myself your wife. I love you so much, Kristen.
Everyone can be seated. Out of affection for Luke and Kristen, we're gathered here in the presence of God, along with friends and family, to witness the blessing of the exchanging of vows that will bind them together in the holy relationship of marriage. When this ceremony has ended, Luke and Kristen will leave here as husband and wife, having been joined together by God in heaven. To this moment, Luke and Kristen bring the fullness of their hearts as a treasure to share with one another. They bring the dreams that will bind them together. They bring that personality and spirit which is uniquely their own, out of which will grow the reality of their life together. What a statement of love for their family when Kristen's father and grandfather both walked her to the new beginnings of her married life. 3 generations of the Morton family. It is so evident that Kristen and Norman are very close. I'd bet Norman might have even fed some fish in this pond or even went fishing with Kristen at this pond. It's a wonderful blessing to see the love between her and her grandfather. And I'll bet you another thing. I'll bet 24 years ago, Bruce Morton sure wasn't thinking about walking his little girl down the aisle. Luke, I want to say to you today, this is your bride. As her father walked away moments ago, that was no mere formality. And it wasn't just symbolic. Something is changing here today. You have a new responsibility, a responsibility that you have never had before. This is your bride. You are to love her to the point of absolute self-sacrifice. Your love is to know no end. You are her provider and her protector. Bruce and Stacy has taken care of her and brought her to this point, but now they should be able to lay their heads on their pillows each night, knowing that you will do whatever it takes to protect Kristen and to provide for Kristen the rest of your life. And Kristen, I want to say to you, this is your husband. You are to joyfully submit to him, to trust him, to follow his leadership. Jeff and Becky has taken care of him and brought him to this point also. You are making a choice today that Luke will be your provider, that Luke will be your protector, and you are to love him through being the complement that God has provided him. Luke and Kristen, There are no ties on this earth sweeter than those you're about to form. There are no vows on earth more solemn than those you are about to make. A wedding is a happy occasion. It is flawless in the sense of well-being. It is a wonderful expression of love. Kristen, will you have this man to be your husband, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others? Be faithful to him, and please open all the gates for him when you're riding shotgun, as long as you both shall live. If so, will you signify by saying, I will?
I will.
Luke, will you take this woman to be your wife, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others? Be faithful to her, and please open the gates for her when you're riding shotgun, as long as you both shall live. If so, will you signify by saying, I will?
I will.
Luke, would you repeat after me? I, Lucas Andrew Cantrell,
I, Lucas Andrew Cantrell,
take you, Kristen Marie Morton,
take you, Kristen Marie Morton,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to love and to hold,
to love and to hold,
from this day forward,
to this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
until we are parted by death.
until we are parted by death.
Kristen, would you repeat after me? I, Kristen Marie Morton,
I, Kristen Marie Morton,
take you, Lucas Andrew Cantrell,
take you, Lucas Andrew Cantrell,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to love and to hold,
to love and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer or poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
until we are parted by death.
until we are parted by death.
Luke, would you place this ring on Kristen's finger and then repeat after me? Kristen, I give you this ring
Kristen, I give you this ring
as a symbol of my vow,
as a symbol of my vow,
and with all that I am
and with all that I am
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I will honor you.
I will honor you.
Kristen, would you take this ring and place on Luke's finger and then repeat after me? Luke, I give you this ring
Luke, I give you this ring
as a solemn of my vow,
as a solemn of my vow,
and with all that I am
and with all that I am
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I will honor you.
I will honor you.
Today, Luke and Kristen are starting a new tradition. As a sign of their love for each other, the intertwining of their lives, and the fire that burns within their souls for each other, gathered together among friends and family, they will brand this piece of wood. This brand will be on permanent display in their home to show their devotion to each other, today, tomorrow, the rest of their lives. Now that Luke and Kristen have given themselves to each other by solemn vows, with the holding of hands and the giving and receiving of a ring, in the presence of this company, by the authority of the state of Missouri, American Fellowship Church, and the Almighty God above, I pronounce that they are husband and wife. Luke, you may kiss your bride. Okay, family and friends, it is my humbling pleasure to introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Luke Cantrell.
Well, I've known Luke for a long time. I think we met back in the 90s. How about for our beautiful bride? Kristen's always been like a big sister to me. And she makes my brother happy, and that's about all I can ask for. So let's all raise a glass and cheers to the beautiful bride and groom. Welcome to the family, sister.
Hello, I'm Ashley. I'm Kristen's older sister. I did some research, and this is called the 30-second kiss. So when you get mad, instead of doing a little peck, rolling your eyes and walking away, you're supposed to keep it for 30 seconds. And they say within the 30 seconds, you get really involved in the kiss, and then you forget about what the problem was. So I got you a timer. We love you, Uncle Lukey. And welcome officially to our family. Raise a glass, have a drink.